Uh, I'm Margaret Ann Windsor. My real name is Margaret Ann Windsor. I was kidnapped from Buckingham Palace in 1941. I was born in 39 and brought to Moulton, Alabama, dropped off in a pigsty and given the name of a twin, Peggy Ann Dempsey. I married at Childers. Both twins, Carl and Peggy, were dead. They were born out of wedlock to Lina Dempsey, and the whole family covered up the murder of the twins and my kidnapping. They were supposed to, in return for keeping me in that hellhole, get a lot of money. They never did, as far as I know. But I found out in '83 about my kidnapping. Now, I've given you this information as kind of a background to what I'm about to say. I didn't find out about being kidnapped till '83, late '83. I had written in '77, '78 about mind control murders. I'd worked for doctors, and I was telling about how chips could be put in heart bypasses, root canals, filling, you get that. And you could be remote controlled. Your behavior modified. In other words, it's not the real you. You're overrode. Your real true being and behavior is an override. And that's enough said about it. It's been going on a long time. I've been telling it a long, long time. And the only thing I get is the door's locked or the phone call's not returned. I faxed when I have no money. I've been kept penniless. I've lived on the Appalachian Trail. And before you tune me out, I wrote about Larry Flint. Well, he was shot while I was doing the book. And the book didn't get published because they put antifreeze in me April the 1st of '80. And this is with a letter from the FBI that was sent to me on June the 23rd of '79. I should have died. Instead, I ended up across the state line, taken illegally, but I'm working for Fred Simpson, the district attorney of Madison County, Huntsville, Alabama. Now I want to go to this, the reason that I'm doing this tape this morning, because I've done quite a few. I'm on channel 51, but I wanted to mention this one. Mind control has nothing to do with mental illness, nothing whatsoever. Uh, they take away your civil liberties. You're talking about, speaking of civil liberties, you have none. When they override your own thought process with their commands, and you don't even know it, so you don't have a chance to defend yourself. And anybody that thinks this can't be done, maybe it should be done to you. That's all I can say at this point, because I told about this back then, and it's my understanding that MK Ultra was before Congress, which is a joke, back in '53 about it, and they got a slap on the wrist. Now, that's '53. I'm writing about it in '77, '78, and God knows what all happened to me that's been illegal and my sons. I came to Roanoke in '86, and my jobs were shut down. I mean, any place to live. I lived on the Appalachian Trail. Everybody knew about it, so I've been telling this and using my own money, and now I can't walk. My body's so deteriorated. I'm allergic to chemicals, and that's been used against me. I have an immune disorder, and it makes when I'm around industrial or certain chemicals, it makes my immune system attack itself. And the last few years, they've worked on my veins to where my legs, I had no problems. My veins are gone, my liver, kidneys, so they've pretty much done in plain sight, kill me. It's just the method used and who's doing it. Now then, the reason for doing this tape, mind control has nothing to do with mental illness. So they've got Holmes, the Grand Theater in Aurora, Colorado shooter, supposed to be a person that programmed it, did the shooting. But he's being held in a mental facility, mental ward, and given psychotic drugs for an illness he doesn't have. What if you walked in and you had cancer, and you wanted to be treated for cancer, right? Instead, they tell you you're crazy. They handcuff you and lock you up. and they go out and feed you psychotic drugs, and they won't let you out, and you wish you were dead, and you're thinking, they misdiagnosed me, they must have known. And they gave you psychotic drugs, which is torturing you, and this is on any police report or any background check that's done. So it's a lie. Established, you've been tortured, treated for a non-existent illness. Now then, you got the point. Now then, these mind control murders have been blamed on mental illness, and there's not anybody that couldn't Google, YouTube. There's plenty of good information on there, coast to coast, with George Norrie and Art Bell usually gives it. Now then, before you tune me out and just dismiss it, Sandy Hook this morning, I heard his father was on TV. So I guess that would have been Lanza, his father's last name. Anyway, this young man was programmed. There's no doubt. These, oddly enough, the ones the media is picking up on over the years are the mind control murders that were done in patterns and can be proven. How else would you prove it? Mind control is not visible. They can make you commit suicide, have cancer, anything. Go out and kill 1, 2, 3 with a butcher knife, a bomb, or take down a plane, or you name it. They can do it with it. It's a murder weapon that... I want to ask this question to everybody. Well, I don't guess anybody's listening. But I also saw the other day where the drones are going to be taking over, and they won't need that many people in the armed services. Who do you think the drones are going to be turned on? You ever stop and think about they don't need you because the drones are going to keep you captive? Think about it. Now back to Lanza. His father made the statement that he identified or cared very deeply about the other victims of the shooting, the children, their families. Well, I don't get angry at him at that. But the thing I do get angry with is this man said that and said he wished his son had never been born. This young man is dead. He shot his mother, which I know he would never have done. He was under mind control, his behavior modified, and he was programmed to go and shoot exactly as he did. The synchronicity is something else. And I wonder about the Columbine. The odd thing was, with all I've been telling about it, and I've been doing the media's work while they say don't kill the messenger. Man, they have done me in. I don't even know where my own 2 sons are. But I'm going to put this in real quick. This was after, but this one is one of them you can prove. To Timothy Mcvey, and he said he was on death row. People hate his guts. This is in a book called Project Lucid and Implantable Biochips. But I wrote about these mind control murders in '77. Well, this one hadn't happened, but this one you can sure prove. So anyway, I'm going to fast track back to Gifford. And she ran for, she was a Congress lady. She's married to a twin, Mark. His other twin, Scott, that's my son's name, and I ran for Congress in '83 when Larry McDonald, a congressman doctor from Atlanta, his plane went down, the Korean jet went down, and this is going to go off, and I'm going to have to stop. This guy was next door, his psychiatrist, finished at Blacksburg, Virginia Tech. Next door to me here, where the 33 were shot and killed in April 16th of '07. This man was a psychiatrist. He's the shooter. He was born here in Roanoke, Benton, and that's just a part of the mind control murders. They have nothing to do with mental illness. So wake up and smell the roses, because you're not immune. And if I sound upset, I've been through hell trying to tell you all this. And you know, this man is labeled a traitor, whistleblower. He didn't even come close to telling all of it. I don't know that he knows it.